Hello, my name is Fred David. Thank you for watching in today. I'm co-author of this strategic management textbook, widely used across America and around the world. Thank you for studying strategic management using this textbook. My co-author and I put together a series of 11 short videos, one for each chapter, to highlight the importance of the various chapters in the book. This segment is on Chapter 3, the external assessment. So why is an external assessment so critically important for a business in their strategic planning process? Primarily because tough choices are going to have to be made regarding strategies, because no firm has sufficient resources to do everything they would like to do. So those tough choices are going to somewhat be based upon tough choices being made with regard to the external assessment as to what are the most important external opportunities and threats facing the firm. So Chapter 3 kind of describes the process businesses engage in doing an external assessment. It involves looking at what rival firms are doing, that is competitors. Where are they? What are they doing? How are they doing it? Why are they doing it? How are we vulnerable to what they're doing? But in addition, the external assessment includes identifying and prioritizing the facts and trends and key data with regard to demographic trends, social, cultural, political, the economic, interest rates, value of the dollar, any variables such as that, gross domestic product in various countries across the world, and prioritizing the relative importance of those factors in developing a strategic plan. You know, strategic planning is all about gaining and sustaining competitive advantage and choosing among numerous alternative strategies that could be beneficial. And so strategic planning is about prioritization, and that begins with the external assessment. So as described in Chapter 3, there's a need to identify, let's say, the 20 most important key external factors. And there's a need to use dollars, ratios, numbers, and percentages to the extent possible in collecting data and prioritizing data. Certainly use a number of sources, of course the internet, websites, Standard & Poor's industry survey, and databases such as IBIS, news releases, your rival company's Form 10K, and a variety of other means to gather key external information. That, coupled with the internal assessment, which will be the focus of Chapter 4, provides the foundation for an effective strategic plan. As we mentioned in the prior segment, success rarely happens by accident. There's a right way to do strategic planning, and Chapter 3 describes how to perform the external assessment. It's one of the activities in formulating strategies. Recall there are 3 stages in strategic management: formulating, implementing, and evaluating. You know, Edward Deming had a famous saying, a famous management person that worked in Japan for many years: "In God we trust, all others bring the data." So there's a need in performing an external assessment to bring the data, to bring the numbers, and to assimilate them in the form of an external factor evaluation matrix, and additionally into a competitive profile matrix. These are the first 2 matrices among 11 described in the textbook. These 2 are showcased in Chapter 3. And it's vitally important that businesses establish an external factor evaluation matrix and a competitive profile matrix. You want to include up to 20, roughly 20 factors. You want to have them appropriately weighted and rating. And Chapter 4 describes how to do that. So thank you for studying strategic management using this textbook. We're going to move on shortly now to Chapter 4 on the internal assessment, which, like the external, similar in format, but a whole different realm of forces. And again, we're going to need to prioritize, collect, assimilate data internally. So let's move on to Chapter 4 now. Again, thank you for being here today.